What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. Today we will be unboxing the JFJ Easy Pro, which is a disc resurfacer. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. What is up, everyone? I picked up a JFJ Easy Pro disc resurfacer because I get a bunch of discs that are often scratched, and I want to be able to either resurface them and put them into my collection or resurface them to resell in order to be able to fund this giant collection. I do tend to resell things. Now I resell them for about 70 or 80% of the fair market value. Plenty of good deals. I'm not trying to make a buttload of money, but just enough to be able to make some money to be able to put into my game fund. Now, this is really cool, and I think this will really help me out and make my game fund grow, and also be able to make my collection be better because the discs will be resurfaced. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up. I already cut it open because I knew it would be a hassle. So I have the box here, which I'm assuming oh, I'm dumb. Which I'm assuming, and I'm right, has the pads in it. It has your microfiber cloth, it has the buffing pads, and it has your compound. And I think this is the solution. Nope, this is a compound as well. So that's cool. I have all that right there. Now, it does come with instructions, and I'll be definitely looking these up and checking them out and making sure everything is good. I want to make sure my discs are good and clean. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Now, this is kind of tight, which is kind of good, which means it's probably going to be in good condition. I'm going to put that away. And first off, I see the top of it, which is really cool. You've got the disc resurfacer right here, and obviously the cord, which is pretty sweet, because this thing looks really good. It also has more pads, and what seems to be another microfiber cloth, and some coarse grinding pads. So that's really cool. Now when you open it up, you can see that this is where it goes, the disc, and you've got one compound, a second compound, a static spray cleaner, bubble wrap of course, and then overall this is what it looks like. It looks really cool. It looks like it's gonna work good. I have ordered 2 of these. Now I got this kit off of Amazon. I will link it below and let you see that. Now it does come with double pads, which are sweet. So these are the coarse ones. And then you have more compound here. And also these discs for the buffing, which is pretty cool. And these are also, oh, there's still one more thing. Okay, sweet. It comes with 2 of these static spray cleaners. These are also the same thing. They're just boxed differently, so that's cool. So everything here is really gonna help me out. Now I'm gonna fire this thing up, figure out how to use it, and I'm gonna clean some discs, and hopefully this thing works. Now it looks really cool, and it even has a nice little cellophane thing on the front, which I might leave on there just to keep it clean and everything. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Now I'm gonna test it and show you guys what the disc looks like before, what it looks like after, and kind of how it works. So let's hop into it. Okay, so I have everything set up. I have my TV, my PlayStation 2, 1 and 2 games that do not work, one game that I don't care if it works, one game I want to work. I have the soft and the coarse sandpaper. I have the 2 compounds, the spray, the microfiber cloth, and the 2 buffing pads, and the JFJ Easy Pro. So I haven't turned this on or tried anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and prove that these discs are really scratched. I don't know if you can see how scratched this is. It does look like it has a ring around it. So I'm gonna test that, and we're gonna prove that this doesn't start up. Nothing happens, which is kind of a bummer. It just spins and then nothing happens. And the same thing happens with this Simpsons Skateboarding game, which I really want. And this is a blue disc, so I'm interested to see how this works on it. If it also will work with the blue disc or won't work. You can see this tries to start spinning up, but it cannot read it, which is kind of a bummer. But I'm going to go ahead and try the Fairly Odd Parents game first. Now it is all scratched up, but I'm hoping that we can get that fixed. So you take this apart, put your disc on there obviously, screw it back in. Then we're gonna start with the soft one, go through the process, hope it works. If it doesn't, we'll go to the coarse one. So overall, I'm hoping that this works. Now this one still has the plastic over the front. I'll probably leave it there because I'm assuming my hands might get a little dirty, and this little protective case with this plastic is definitely gonna help it out. So I'm gonna start it for 10 seconds. Gotta let it just roll. And it's actually pretty quiet. I don't know if you can hear it very well, but it's not that loud, and I'm pretty happy about that actually. So we're gonna raise it up. We're gonna take this out. And then we're gonna take the buffer pad, and we're gonna start with the polishing compound number 2, which I find interesting that you start with the second one, but that's alright. We're just gonna put a little dab on it, and then go ahead and put it in here. Drop this down. And this one actually just runs for 1 minute, and it is a little louder, it seems. I'm interested to see how this shows up, if it works or not. So I'm gonna fast forward through all this, and then we will get back to it. So as you can tell, it is finished, and I was texting during it, so it really didn't take that long. I'm gonna lift it up and look at it. It looks nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, and I might need to put a little bit more on. Let's try that. I'm gonna put more on it just to see if it actually works. Hopefully not, that wasn't too much, but I feel like it's just the buffing pad, so I don't think it would do much. But we're gonna do it for 20 seconds this time, just to give it a little bit more of a polish. Then I will move to the first compound, run it through here, and then check the disc, which I hope it works, because that would be really sweet if it did. So as you can tell, it is finished. That was a quick round, but the disc actually looks a lot better. And I did get some on my fingers, so that's not surprising. So this one, I'm gonna go ahead and put compound number 1 on, and then we will give it another spin. So that is compound number 1, which is the second one, which is a little odd, but whatever. I'm not complaining. So I'm gonna put that on for a minute and let that spin, and hopefully this game comes out and plays right away. It looks like it got all the scratches out with the soft pad, which is really sweet. I'm interested to see how this coarse one works and how deep that one really gets. But overall, this looks like it's working. We will wait for it to finish and then check it out. Okay, so now it is done. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and take the disc out. Now the disc looks much better than it did. I can say that just by looking at it. Now I'm going to go ahead and spray this on it. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe it off and see what it does actually for the first time. Now it is really warm, but it looks like it got everything off, so that's very much a plus. Now I'm gonna make sure I get all that compound off. Make sure I do not put any of that in the system. So it does look like this has minor scratches. Maybe the soft one didn't go as far, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out and see if it works now, and hope it does actually. So that is actually a really good thing because the game didn't boot up. So we are waiting for the loading screen, and hopefully we'll see if it works or not, but it looks like it's going to, which is a really cool thing. I'm gonna go ahead and press through this. So yeah, overall it plays now, so I'm pretty stoked about this. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the Simpsons Skateboarding and see if we can get it fixed as well. So I have pulled this out, and I don't know if you can see this, but it does have a bunch of scratches on it. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on there and screw it in. And I am going to use the soft pad again just to see if it will work. Hopefully it will. Sand that for 10 seconds and we will then buff it out and hope that it works. So let's keep this up. This is really cool. I'm very excited about this because this is a game that I actually want. So when I saw that it was all scratched up, I hoped that this would fix it. So take that off. We're gonna start with your compound number 2, which is weird yet again. So we're gonna let that go for a minute and then we'll check back in on it. So it is stopped. I'm going to put the second buffer pad on it with the compound, which is actually the compound number 1, which is very weird, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead and stick that on. We'll also run that for a minute and give it a spin, and hopefully this will work. It does look like it's going to, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So we'll come back in a second. Okay, so now that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out, take it off of here, and we're going to wipe it off. I'm going to make sure I get all of the edges and the top as well. Gonna clean it up. Now it does look really good compared to what it did. It has one deep scratch that I may have to retry, but overall it looks like it may work, it may not. So hopefully it does. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here and check it out. Wow, so that is awesome. This one was scratched up and was not working, but it has been fixed. This is one that I'm very stoked about. I will play this game probably on this channel, probably pretty soon, honestly. It looks like it's gonna be a fun game. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the JFJ Easy Pro. It looks like the game is starting up, which is pretty sweet, and took 2 minutes and 10 seconds maybe? Let's say 2:30. Took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get a disc going from not working to working. So I'm very happy with this product and I'm very excited to see what I can use it for. So with that being said, if you like kind of weird things like this, comment below and let me know. I thought I would show you guys what it was about, what I got, and I'm pretty excited about. Okay, so overall I'm very happy about this. This thing turned out great. It does fold down and close and is actually pretty small. It's a little smaller than I anticipated, which is kind of cool because that means I don't have to dedicate as much space to this. But with that being said, if you like this review kind of test slash unboxing, please comment below and let me know. Now, I'm very happy because I've got 2 games that were not working and they're working now, so this thing is well worth it to me. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget about our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, our big cartel. All that stuff is in the links below. And I'll also link this bad boy on Amazon. It came in 2 days and it was only 150 bucks. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I think it'll make its money in no time. It already has started making its money with these 2 discs. So with that being said, thank you for watching and please have a good day.